Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so the Zealot S85 came in. Now, this is a slightly older speaker. I want to say maybe like a year ago it came out. There are a few other Zealots around this size, but I did see a couple reviews on it. Some people love it, some people don't. So, altogether though, it's 59 bucks, which is insanely cheap. That's like less than half the price of a JBL Flip 7. So, should be decent. I do love my Zealots. I've got the S89 coming. Most of the new ones are actually pretty decent. I know some of the old ones weren't the best, but seems like they have come around pretty good. But yeah, figured for 60 bucks, this might be the ticket. So anyways, it says, so I think this is going to be around the size of like a JBL Extreme. I'm not sure if it'll be as loud, but it should be in that size category. And then I'm going to do a couple others in the same size category. So let's see what we got here. Bass, wireless speaker. Looks like you could probably TWS these. Wireless 5.3 Bluetooth, so pretty new. I think 5.4 is the newest, so not bad. It does have one oval woofer and one tweeter. It is their own oval style though. It's not like a JBL copycat or anything like that, so that's pretty cool. And frequency response says 20 hertz, 20 kilohertz. That's like a standard Sony one that you get. Probably not accurate, but I did hear that it's got bass down to like 40 hertz, which is very impressive for this size. We will definitely check that out and see. Looks like you can connect these stereo. So yeah, all in all, not bad. RGB lights. Wireless music. So it looks like it's got USB, TF card slot, aux mode, all of that. Yeah, I'm like, for 60 bucks, it seems like a pretty sweet little gig. So we've got our Zealot bag. This is just going to have like your books, all that. And yeah, we got our manual. Sorry if I can get this out. All right, we got manual, USB-C charging, that's good, aux cord. I do like that it comes in a little bag like that. And take the speaker out itself. Here is the speaker. It is about the size of a JBL Extreme, maybe slightly smaller. And then it does come with a carrying strap, so not bad. All right, let's take it out. See what we got. It literally looks like a mini S95, which I've got. I will show you them up against each other, but it literally looks like a tiny S95, which makes sense because it's the 85. Zealot, big branding logo. Standard stuff here. We got your power button, play, pause, plus and minus of the volume, RGB lights. Got your EQ mode, so there will be regular standard EQ, bass EQ, and then vocal EQ. Your modes. And then that's to TWS or connect multiples together. And then on the back here, we've got USB-C in, aux cord, TF card slot, and USB-C. And then the cool little thing about this is it's got these little nubs, so you can actually place it just like that if you want more of a 360-degree sound. And then little passive radiators. It's actually kind of a cool little speaker. So hopefully it's worth that 60 bucks. Let's see if we got some juice. So then we do have the juice. We got some awesome lights there. So yeah, we'll connect it up, see how this thing sounds. But already it feels like it's pretty good build quality. Definitely for the price. Looks like a sweet little speaker for the price. So see how it sounds. Meet me back here in just 1 minute. Alright guys, so I got it all hooked up. This is the Zealot S85. It's about the size of like the JBL Extreme. So it is in that category, but maybe not as loud. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and play some music real quick. And we're just going to have it on standard EQ, then we'll bump through the rest of the EQs. Let's do some EDM. at about 60%. Got some bass. Not bad. Bump it up. Switch the EQ, bass mode, a lot more bass. Vocal. Standard mode.
Don't know what to say. Too much chemistry.
Let's turn it up. 80%.
You alone, not ready to ignite. I want us to go home. No, turn up every light, baby, burn me to ashes. Then I rise.
Okay, let's try something with some bass.
I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we came today.
Dang, that passive radiator is going crazy.
Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. Now we can't debate.
I'm scared to turn it on bass mode. It's already like over excursion.
So now I can't debate.
Not bad,
Be wrong with y'all on my
Let's try
and I ain't just called to stall. I'm really trying.
some dolo. It's definitely trying to hit those super low lows, which is kind of nice.
Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep it, that's all me. Need no help,
Bass
that's
EQ?
all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me.
Good amount of bass.
Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Now I can't keep it, that's all me.
Vocal?
Need no help, that's all me. Could've went to jail or the army. Remember when they didn't wanna call me. Should've seen a look when they saw me. They ain't happy that they just shot.
Standard?
Killed Nipsey, they touched pop. Can't believe that I made it here. Bust rounds in my
Alright, let's turn it up full
No
blast.
help, all me, get money on 3 game plan.
Oh, yeah.
In the hills, talking real figures, got heel figure on the waistband. Like 4 bands, 4 hours, fuel efficient, just know I get it done. Life a dream, life a game, all the same, look like I really won. Roll the dice, shoot the bet that.
Oh.
Came back from a setback. From
Oops, I hit the wrong button.
pocket full of head pack,
Alright,
but
let's
to do
take
a
it
show,
down.
then I head back like hold up. Watch how you talk to me, I be too petty for play. I need my fatty today. Waking up early so I get ahead of the day. It worked for me better that way. Better go get it, you young and you able.
Vocally,
Better not
too.
save us a seat at the table. I did it all with no help from a label. Came a long way just from stealing that cable. Cheat up, drip down, save it, sit down, I don't need a cosign, need a new phone line. I think I'm too full of myself and they full of that hatred, they hated to see. Sorry that I keep on getting.
Alright, and then let's try some rock. We got it to 95% volume. Rocky too. Standard. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop it there. I think that gives us a good idea of how this speaker sounds. Now, right off the bat, if you're using bass EQ, 95% volume is where you want to go fully with this speaker. At 100% volume, it does and can distort slightly. It's only at max, but anything 95% or lower, I wasn't getting any distortion or anything. As far as the EQs go, so this thing actually sounds really pretty good, especially for 60 bucks. Is it gonna, wipe the floor with like a JBL Extreme 4? Definitely not. It's also only $60, so way cheaper. I mean, that's like a third of the price of a JBL Flip 7, so you got to keep that all in mind, keep that in with the whole mix. It's actually got pretty decent bass, especially with bass boost mode on the lower volumes. However, I kind of think standard mode sounds really quite good, and then the vocal EQ sounds really good as well. It kind of just brings out the highs and the clarity of it, because that's really all you're kind of missing with this. Is it's not as good of clarity as you're going to get with like a JBL Extreme 4 and some of those speakers, but they're a lot more money. This thing is producing quite a good amount of sound. It's got good sound altogether. The bass is better than I thought it was going to be. It's actually hitting low notes really well. Like, this thing's at least going to 40 hertz, maybe even lower, which is insanely impressive for a speaker this size. I think it was trying to hit even lower, like around like 34 hertz. But that's where I was having a little bit of issues in the bass boost mode with that one song, because I think the passive radiators can only move so far on this. They definitely could have made them a little bit bigger on this thing with the amount of sound and energy the woofer is producing. I am going to take the cover off. We'll do a quick bass test video and a quick hertz test video on it. But my final thoughts altogether, this thing is awesome. For 60 bucks, it is a definite must. You're getting about the volume of JBL Extreme 4. Not quite the clarity, but it's got great bass. You're getting at least as good a bass. And honestly, I think it's reaching lower in hertz than really any of the other speakers of this size. So very impressive. Zealot did a really good job. Now, they do have two other speakers, the P12 and the I forget what the other one is. I'm going to work on getting both of those, but I'm thinking that the P12, it's got the same woofer and tweeter combo, which is really awesome. And then maybe they have fixed it to where at 100% you're not going to have it struggling or get any distortion. Like I said, under 95% volume, up to 95%, this thing is sounding pretty dynamite. Altogether, way better than I thought it was going to be. Absolutely worth 60 bucks. This is going to be way louder, way more bass than the JBL Flips and even the Charge series. So definitely, if you're looking for a medium-sized speaker with some good sound output, some great bass, altogether not bad sound whatsoever, this is a definite must. I'm loving it so far. I want to see if it can hook up to its bigger brother, but you know what? Zealot's been doing great, especially for the price that you get them at, so I'm not mad whatsoever. We'll do some comparison videos soon against other speakers in its size category, but I mean, this thing is a great backpacking speaker. It's super thin, super light, still gets loud, it's durable, waterproof, all the things. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. We'll see you on the next video.